What's up, guys? It's Mr. Fit to Flourish, and today I thought I'd make a video on the book Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard by Mark Minervini. So I'm going to start this trading series on his book Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard, just because it has a ton of gems. Just because it has a ton of gems, and it's made by a U.S. trading champion. And a lot of the gems that I've read, I've only read the first two chapters, but I wanted to do sort of a recap of the first two chapters and go over some of the gems that Mark Minervini says in these chapters. Not only are they great for trading, but they're also great for growth and mindset all around in all aspects of life. So the first couple things that he talks about in terms of trading is that practice does not make perfect, but perfect practice makes perfect. So you might be losing a lot of trades, and it might be that you are practicing, but maybe you're practicing the wrong things. And what he mentions is that we're not looking at our trades objectively, and rather we're trying to protect our ego when we're looking at our trades because we want to be right. And he always he mentions here in page 16, do you want to be right or do you want to make money? So a lot of the times people will go on social media and be like, "Oh, this is going to happen tomorrow. I know it's going to happen." And then they see something else in the markets that's showing it's not going to happen, but they stick to that because they want to be right. And they take the trade and they lose. So, do you want to be right and protect your ego, or do you want to just make money and trade properly? So, that's going to be a big thing. So, on page 17, he says, "It wasn't until I suffered enough big losses that I made the decision that turned my performance from mediocre to stellar. I decided it was time to make money and stop stressing about my ego." So, make up your mind right now that you are going to separate trading from your ego. And it's important. Um, it's more important to make money than it is to be right. So that's one of the biggest things that I took away in chapters 1 and 2. Another thing that I wanted to mention that is in chapters 1 and 2 on page 14, Mark Minervini mentions that your greatest challenge is not the market. Your greatest challenge is actually you. So, what he says here on page 14, he says, the world is full of people looking for a secret formula for success. Okay. They do not want to think on their own, they just want a recipe to follow. So they're attracted to the idea of strategy for that very reason. And that's actually a quote from Robert Greene, the author of 48 Laws of Power. So this is kind of the reason why people keep jumping from Discord to Discord because they don't want to put the work in, and rather they're looking for a secret formula. And this is also why people, not only in trading but in like diets, like this is why people are jumping from the paleo diet to the Mediterranean diet to this and that diet. And a diet is just that you're dying. You're dying, okay? And it's not about changing your diet, but it's about changing your lifestyle. So if you change it to a lifestyle where you stay consistent and it's something that you can consistently do on a day-to-day basis, you will never fail. But if you think in your mind that this is just a diet, this is something that is not normal, that I'm only doing for a little bit to get this quick success, the quick weight loss, that's when you fail. And that's why 99% of people are failing in life. And you see the one percenters because the one percenters, they understand that to make a ton of money, they're going to have to do something consistently and love that thing for the rest of their lives. It's not about instant gratification. It's about loving the process, enjoying the process, and understanding this is what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. This is not some Manjaro, some quick weight loss. Like, no, no, that's where you're failing in life. Okay. So it's not about this secret formula for success. It's and I'm saying, it's this is why people are attracted to these secret strategies in trading. But the truth is that a lot of strategies in trading work, but you're just jumping from strategy to strategy without refining any of them. So, yeah, the greatest challenge is not the market, it's actually you. And if you want super performance in trading, super performance in life, you're going to have to go the extra mile. But first, you need to understand that your greatest challenge is not the stock market, it's you. So, success is not in a system or a strategy, it's within you. And it'll be realized only to the extent that you are able to control and direct your emotions as you encounter challenges, of which I assure you there will be many. So the last thing that I wanted to share is pretty much the unavoidable cost of success. So on page 23, Mark Minervini says, if you want to be the best, You have to do the things that other people are unwilling to do. And I'm actually going to make a whole video on this because I like that he put this Michael Phelps quote on here. So Michael Phelps, of course, is an Olympic swimmer. He won 17 Olympic medals, broke a ton of records, all that good stuff. But if you want to be the best, you're going to have to do the things that other people are unwilling to do. So on Friday, Saturday nights, when everybody's going out to the nightclubs and they said they want to get rich, they said that they want to live this lifestyle, they said that they want to find good women, but they're going to these nightclubs, strip clubs, wild parties. They say these things, but they're not taking the action that aligns with the person that they want to be. So the unavoidable cost of success is that you're going to have to make sacrifices. So you're going to have to do things that other people aren't willing to do. For instance, if we're talking about weight loss again, well, people aren't willing to give up their gummies, their chips, their sodas. So they're inevitably behind the eight ball. But you are willing to give up these things. You're willing to monitor your protein intake. You're willing to monitor your caloric intake, and therefore you will be ahead of the 99%. Okay, you'll be ahead of everyone. And then uh, to define is to sacrifice. So he mentions a quote by Bruce Lee: I fear not the man that has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man that has practiced one kick 10,000 times. So this again comes down to specializing and really perfect practice. So you're practicing that one move, that one kick, that one thing, and becoming an expert in that one field, that one specialty, as opposed to jumping from thing to thing, which is going to essentially cost you your success because you're never focusing in on that one thing. So you need to focus in order to be successful. Okay, so a lot of gems in this chapter, and it was chapters 1 and 2, so all the way through page 27, first 30 pages of the book. I'm going to have a lot more on this trading series, on this book, Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard by Mark Minervini. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Not only is this good for trading, but this is also good for just mindset in general. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's Mr. Fit to Flourish. I'm out. Good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance,